As the hype surrounding sneaker culture grows with each and every passing year, a lot of us have been voicing our displeasure with how sneaker retailers decide to release their shoes. And when I say this, I mean the sneaker has a set release date, a set release time on a certain website, and then you're competing against not only other sneakerheads, but also bots, resellers, and it's pretty much almost impossible for most of us to get a hyped or semi-hyped release shoe. So yesterday, October 18th, Nike decided to celebrate the anniversary date of the day when the NBA banned Michael Jordan from wearing his black and red sneakers back in 1984 by releasing a handful of surprise restocks of the Bred 1 and a handful of surprise early releases of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe. So I'm here today to give you guys an early look at the 2016 version of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe. So these released at Livestock at 10:18 a.m. on October 18th for a retail price of 215 Canadian dollars. So for those of you who missed out on these yesterday, don't panic because the general public release date is going to be Saturday, November 5th. So the official colorway for this shoe is white, black, and varsity red. And this release marks the first time that the Black Toe 1s have returned since 2013. So before we go into the details of the shoe, I want to give you guys a look at the special anniversary bag that was given out by Livestock on behalf of Jordan Brand. So as you can see, it's a pretty massive bag. So on one end we have this giant Air Jordan Wings logo. On the other side it has the one that started it all, which is referencing of course the Air Jordan 1. And my favorite part of this bag is this sized label that's found on your standard Air Jordan 1 boxes. So it says here USA 13 and it references Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG. So that's a pretty nice touch. So let's take a look at this shoe. So looking at the midfoot and the toe box area, you can see that it's a combination of this black and white leather. So the shoes come default with these flat black laces, but they also have an extra pair of varsity red laces for you to swap out if that's what you prefer. The tongue is a standard white mesh and nylon tongue, and it's finished off with this Nike Air logo in black that's stitched on to the edge. On the lateral side, you'll see the Air Jordan Wings logo in black right here around the ankle area. The collar area here is in black, and it features a white insole that has Nike Air branding stamped on right where the heel is. And finishing off the design of the shoe, we have this varsity red leather that wraps around the back heel portion of the shoe, as well as a varsity red rubber outsole. Unfortunately, I already let go of my 2013 Black Toe 1s, so I couldn't give you guys a head-to-head comparison between the two. But based on my memory and what I've been reading online from people who've been comparing the 2013s with the 2016s, is that the quality has improved and the shape of the 2016s is more true to the OG 1 shape. From a quality standpoint though, the quality on these are not as good as either the shattered backboard ones or the 2016 Bred ones. So these ones are going to be more similar to say something like a Chicago one or your metallic navy one. So it's going to be good, but it's not going to be considered great. So this black leather that they used around the toe as well as up around the collar, it's pretty decent. Specifically the leather on the collar area, if you zoom in, you can see how soft that leather really looks. The varsity red leather that they used around the back area, it's pretty much exactly the same as the leather used in the Chicago ones. So the worst part about this shoe in my opinion is this white leather that they used in the toe box and the mid panel area. So this leather is pretty stiff and it doesn't have that same softness that either the black or the varsity red leather has. In terms of sizing, these Jordan 1s fit like any other Jordan 1, so I stick with my true to size 10.5. So I think I've talked enough, and I'm sure you guys want to see how these Black Toe 1s look on feet. So here goes. So that wraps up my early look of the Air Jordan 1 Black Toes. Be sure to comment below if you guys plan on picking up a pair on Saturday, November 5th. Be sure to give my Instagram a follow at SGO8. Until my next review, I'll see you guys later.